Hello, everyone. I'm BrickingUpBrad.
I'm Matt Mellish.
And I'm Block.studios.
And we are the Stubber! I think I got that spring fever going on there. Welcome, one and all, to this week's special episode of Stud Buds. You know why it's so special? Because we're together. We're together as friends.
Almost.
And I want to make sure we don't leave as friends when we're done with the show. Not sure. Guys, we have a super exciting episode of Stud Buds lined up for you. We're gonna be going back in time in some ways, if you know what I'm talking about, to talk about a few different, including our tier list and some of the big Lego news that got dropped. So yeah, we also got some fun stuff. Matt, on your side, what fun stuff you going up there?
So of course, as always, have Lego investments. So this week we will be discussing how the Lego market has been impacted because of the Obi-Wan Kenobi trailer. And I know it's been some time. I wanted to give it a little bit of time to breathe in order to really see how the minifigure market has been shaking out. But it's very interesting. I think you guys will enjoy it. Also, we do have some memes that you guys, not you two goofballs, but that you guys out there in our community have sent us through the Discord, and we're going to be talking about those, showing them off. And one of you out there, you brought your A game this week. You sent like 4 memes, and we really appreciate that.
Oh,
Zane,
yeah.
What do you have going on for us today?
Oh, this week I'm going to cover some time investment stuff about money and thing. I'm just kidding. That's Matt. No, I'm going to be doing Lego news this week. We're going to be talking about the Back to the Future set that was just released. I'm excited to talk about it. I'm a huge Back to the Future fan. I've also got some trivia. And there's some things that I feel like are going to throw these two on the ringer. I don't think that they're going to get it as easy as they did last week. If y'all haven't seen last week, that was an embarrassment to trivia time. And I apologize again to Lego Danny Bob, but oh well, it is what it is. Redemption.
All right, I want to quickly address this because I see it in the comments here.
Already?
Is Leaky Leaks coming back? So probably not. Now, further, I am now officially the Lego store. Me and cut in half. No longer doing it. Very, very sad to leave it though. I did buy some sets before I left, which we'll be talking about, and left some really great friends behind. But I'll see them every week when I go back. So, but awesome time at the Lego store. But no, we're not bringing back Leaky Leaks again. We might talk about leaks once in a while. Like if there's a big leak that we like, if that, we don't have to shuffle around it as much. So also time change. Yes, we are going on at 7:30 right now instead of 4 o'clock or 2 o'clock. Oh my gosh. The reason we're doing this is because I got a new job and my time has opened up way more. And I think all of our times have opened up way more recently. And we're like, look, we can't keep doing it this early in the day. We want to do it a bit later. And I hope this means that it'll be better for you guys. So let us know if you guys like the new time change. We're going to play around with it a little bit, kind of see where we exactly like that sweet spot, but let us know. So
sweet spot.
Yeah.
What were you going to say, Matt? Matt had something to say.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Speaking of leaks, I mean, the thing is about leaks, guys, is that rumors are rumors, leaks are leaks, and nothing is official until it's announced, as we have found out this week from the Lego Star Wars community. That's why I think leaky time doesn't necessarily need to be brought back, because why talk about stuff that's just gonna like stir up animosity and not even be real at the end of the day. So yeah, I'm kind of out of the leaks
that was right there's only one leak that I know is definitely true, because we got some footage of it in the Back to the Future set video they did. I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about that. I mean, if
do whatever you say, I can't stop you.
Okay. Well, there was the 90th anniversary leak of what it's going to be. We got sort of images of that in the new Back to the Future trailer, where they go back. They're jumping through a bunch of different places, I guess, and they show hopefully it's the front wall of this new castle. So if that is true, I'm really excited about it. And that's definitely something when it comes out, you guys, whole episode dedicated. I'll be putting out content just on that. With a new show of mine that will be coming out later in this week, which I might talk about later in the episode. But first off, let's talk about some new stuff that's happened in our lives. We got a lot of new stuff. I know me and Matt took full advantage of double VIP points, and I took full advantage of my last discount. But Matt, let's get right into it. What new stuff did you get this week?
Well, and I told you guys before the show this, like, I kind of feel bad showing all this stuff because I'm not going to be able to build it for some time, likely. But it's nice to have a backlog, I suppose, just in case, you know.
Yeah.
You never know.
This is how I look
chain
at it.
issues.
This is how I look at it. It's good to have a backlog because you never know. It's like, hey, I'm not going to be able to afford Lego.
Right.
And I'll always have these sets. Like I have so many sets in my backlog right now. And I know you do too. So
yeah, and you gotta buy when the price is right. And when you have something like double VIP points with an exclusive gift with purchase, I mean you have to go after it. So we got to start off. Where do I even want to start with this? Okay. I finally went to the Lego store and I made a TikTok about this, but unfortunately, they didn't have the clone packs, but I did happen to pick up 2 of these Hoth Trooper figure packs, which I'm very pleased with. Happy to have those, and I'll probably be building those sooner rather than later.
Oh, good.
Same with the Ahsoka Brickheads, which finally I had the time to get because I don't buy from the Lego store unless something is brand newly released or there's double VIP points. And in this case, we have the double VIP. So another set that I've been wanting to buy for a long time, which is kind of the theme of all this, is the Mandalorian Forge. You get these 2 Mando figures, and of course the normal Mando, which we all probably already have with our sets. But looking forward to building this, just especially for those 2 figs and some of the other parts and pieces in that set. Then, if I don't drop it,
don't drop it, Matt.
Don't drop it. I'm dropping it like it's hot.
Oh,
we got Spider-Man No Way Home,
Nice.
Doctor Strange set. Been wanting to get this one for a while too. I don't have any of the new like Spider-Man figures or sets other than like the one from the Marvel CMF. So happy to have this. There's also a lot of cool pieces in this set. Even if you don't want to keep it together, maybe I could build another mock or do something with it, which, you know, part it out and appreciate it like that. Pull an Ethan the Artisan. But then lastly from the, well, not technically lastly from the Lego store, but the set that I bought from the Lego store, we got the Batman tumbler.
Nice.
After talking about Batman the last couple weeks, I felt inspired to get this. Not building it anytime soon. This is definitely one that I'm going to keep in the backlog for some time and just, you know, appreciate it.
I'm just.
But I'm not gonna lie. I keep looking at that set, being like, after we talked about that, I was like, maybe I should get it. Like, it's a cool car, but
well, being that they don't make very many, this might be the last one that we get for a long time.
Sure.
So, and being that it's from the Dark Knight trilogy itself, yeah, I think there's something special about that. But also because I bought so much, I did qualify for the gift with purchase. So we got the Jane Goodall set, which is now worth like $45 to $50 online. So I'm gonna keep this sealed for some time.
It's honestly a really cool display piece.
It is. And you get the monkeys or the chimps rather, the 3 chimps. Unfortunately, the plaque is not printed. That's my big critique.
Ooh,
but
it's a sticker.
Yeah, it's the sticker.
What?
It's a sticker. But I then went to Walmart because they didn't have these at the Lego store. And I finally got mine.
Your store didn't have them?
No.
Literally, we have a huge backlog of them at the Lego store I was working at.
I hate to be that guy. The Lego store let me down. There was a lot of things that I was looking for that they didn't have. And the Dark Trooper Battle Pack was one of them.
Well, you also bought the last day of VIP points. I'm just saying, like, last day of double VIP points.
I mean, that one's not a huge VIP point rack.
No, but everyone wants that set right now.
That's true. Everyone keeps asking me every time I go live. They're like, "Do you have the Dark Trooper pack?" And I'm like, "No, I don't. Thanks for asking."
Okay, the reason I got that set at Walmart when I did was because I want it. I want to build it sooner rather than later because everybody is talking about it. The reason I didn't go to the Lego store early was because I had a very crazy schedule. Yep. You know, being an adult fan of Lego always you want it to be that top priority, but family always comes first. So I was home for the weekend, and that's what even let me go to the Lego store. But yeah, I before I went to the Lego store, this is the last thing I want to talk about today. I I went online to Kohl's. For some reason, I was like, you know what? I'm going to spend money today.
Yeah,
Let's see what Kohl's has, because Kohl's has great discounts. Well, not great discounts. They have great cash back rewards. So for those of you who don't know, for every $50 you spend at Kohl's, you get $10 back in
He's really
Kohl's
dragging this out, isn't
cash.
he?
Well, I haven't opened this bag, and I'm not going to do it on camera, but I found 2 sets that have not been officially on the market yet.
Oh.
And I found them for $10 each, their retail price on Kohls.com. And so in order to get the free shipping, in order to get the best discount that you could possibly do, I spent like $100, but obviously there's not $100 in here. Well, what I ended up doing was I bought these 2 sets. I bought a ton of Snowtrooper battle packs because it would have saved me money. But you also get, I know this is really complicated, you get $5 back if you actually just sign up for like picking it up in store. So I was going to go and pick those sets up in store to get $5 extra back. I would have gotten a total of $20 in Kohl's cash because I would have spent $100. And so what ended up happening was they canceled my order because in store, the Snowtrooper battle packs were no longer available. So because they canceled that, they still gave me the $20 Kohl's cash. I don't think I got the $5 extra though, because obviously I didn't go to the store to pick anything up. And I got the free shipping that I qualified for. So I basically got these 2 sets plus $20 Kohl's cash for only $20.
Are you gonna tell us what sets they are, or are you just gonna?
I am. I'm going to tell you.
Okay. I was like, if you're gonna give me that whole explanation and not tell me what the damn things are, I'm gonna be so mad.
G-rated content.
I haven't done it forever. I had to do it for this moment.
I know you. I've been very proud of you. Okay. The 2 sets are actually not that cool, but they're cool to me because they're not released yet, and I want to do a review of them on YouTube, hopefully sometime before they release. It's the Wolverine and Black Panther mechs from the Marvel series. So
much hype, so little payoff.
right.
So level of disappointment, level of payout. Like actually, but in all honesty, we all. It's rumored that we might not even get that. Like they might even cancel the whole thing. So the fact that you were able to get it,
I think it's still coming out. No,
yeah.
You think so?
Yeah. But I want to explain in my video, not now because I've already taken up so much time, why they canceled them and what parts they changed out, and like I want to give a full analysis of it. But they're definitely coming out. They definitely are. Okay. April 1st. But I also built this week. It was a big week. It was a big week because the last couple of weeks I haven't really done much. But I built the Imperial Light Cruiser, sent to me for free from Zavvi.com. So go check out link in Mayo and Linktree to save 10% off there. But you know, it opens up. It's pretty cool. I did a whole live stream in one day building this, and it's hard. But yeah, it was fun. It's a lot better than I thought it was, honestly.
Right? I thought the same thing. I was iffy about it, and then I built it, and I was like, oh, you know what? Not that bad. The handle is cool, but then like what just happened, a little side things fall off every time, and you're like,
So it happens to everybody. Happens to anybody. Anyways, that was my incredible week, and there was still more, but I'm gonna save it for next week because it's too much. But Zane,
all right, Zane.
I'm gonna make this quick. I sold some stuff, 3D print. I made a whole mount for my not the Falcon, Republic gunship. Set that bad boy on the desk. It fell off the desk, blew up into a million pieces. Got super angry at it. Lost a piece. Had to ask my wife to come find the piece because I couldn't find it in 6 hours. Horrible thing. Stayed up till 4 a.m. fixing the whole thing. Now it's back up on the 3D printed wall mount that I have for sale on my Etsy store. So check that out. My mother, I was on the phone with her too when I was freaking out, and she was like, "Go take a nap. Go relax. Come back. Get a fresh eye." So I did. I ate lunch. I took a nap. I had a brewski. I thought the nerves would be calm.
Pop back. Of course.
It did not help at all. I got even more mad that I wasted the time doing that and coming back and still not being able to find it. It made it worse. But my wife found it in like 0 seconds flat, so that was great.
No wonder you couldn't find the piece.
I was angry. You
had a brewski.
I had a cerveza. No, but honestly, that's it. I didn't have a crazy week. I haven't been buying Lego, been going crazy on the 3D printing for the business and the stores and the stuff. So, but Brad, I know you have a lot to tell us. I powered through that.
All right.
So tell us.
This one set I've been meaning to show you guys for a while, and I keep forgetting I have it. So I don't have it. It's in a plastic bag right now, and I need to pull it apart. But okay, so you guys know I worked at a Lego store. In doing that, we sometimes have fun days where sometimes we get some of the store displays.
Every day's a fun day at the Lego store.
True.
Every day's a fun day.
Not always. But one of the fun days I wasn't there, and this got picked for me. And honestly, it's kind of cool. But yeah, so it's the Ninjago Sorcerer's Dungeon. I have this set now. It's kind of cool. I haven't really done much with it. So I guess there was a whole Ninjago line that was basically a D&D type setup, which was kind of cool. And I didn't know about that. So I kind of want to do research. But this was like the big set. One thing I'm excited for are those shields, because I love those circular shields. And I'm definitely giving those like some awesome guys. But yeah, so I have the set now. I don't know if I'm going to build it or keep it displayed. I might just pull it apart for all those awesome parts in there. But yeah, so I got that. But yeah,
Very cool.
So one other store display, one of my other friends won this set and decided, hey, I don't really want it. So Brad, if you want it, take it. I was like, definitely. Yeah, this is going to be just a part of it. But you guys will get the general idea. So I got Darth Vader's castle for free.
Oh.
It's built, and the parts are in the bag. I need to go through and destroy this thing. From what I've seen, all the minifigures are there, stuff. But honestly, really excited because castles are awesome. So this is really cool.
That's awesome that you got
and
it
there's
for
so
free.
many, yeah, and there's so many unique
Right.
minifigures in this. So I'm gonna go through, take that whole thing apart, and then maybe rebuild it one day in the future. I'm definitely rebuilding it in the future. I'm just like, I'm trying to take apart more sets and put together right now.
Yeah.
Quincy, I'm gonna being annoying. Also, on double VIP points. So this is what I bought for double VIP. One thing I don't have in my haul because it's at work right now. I bought the Rage Crest Microfighter, and I built that, and I put it on my desk at work, and it's kind of cool. Got made fun of for building it at work, but it was worth it. Now I have a reputation. Bought four different. True. Bought like 4 different BAM packs with like medieval parts.
Damn.
And, some really cool parts in here. These ones are for a special project I'm going to be working on here soon.
Is it a secret project?
Secret project for work or for personal?
Personal.
Also,
1x2 white, blue. Sorry, 1x2 blue clear plates. And if you don't know why these are awesome, they're just awesome. And I can't wait to build part of the river out of these with them. This can be super awesome for my town. Matt, I think you're going to be a little bit jealous of this one too.
Well, I'm jealous of this.
1x4 plates, not like smooth tiles. 1x4 smooth tiles, and then also some 2x2 white smooth tiles.
Snow.
Yes, I mean snow. Okay. Other things like I use it a lot in decorating the medieval village. So good part.
Cool. Nice. Tiles are nice. Tiles make a build look really clean.
Oh gosh, yes, very, very, very much so. And I bought another blacksmith because this set is honestly one of my favorite sets I've ever owned and built. I mean, it's sitting behind me right now. Honestly, this is a set I've wanted to get a double of because I think it'd be really cool to do some alternate builds I've seen, but also at the same time, honestly, I want to keep it sealed for a while, maybe even just because it's such a meaningful set to me. So I'm gonna,
investment.
I'm thinking maybe, but also at the same time, I think like maybe when I have kids, be like, hey, you want to build my favorite set with me? Here it is. I don't know. I'm probably gonna build it before then, but I think that's gonna sit in my backlog for a while. Next up is a purchase I never thought I'd do. Let's just put this up here. This was a shame buy right here. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not gonna say I'm disappointed, but I'm disappointed.
I'm not disappointed.
I'm just kidding. I'm totally not either.
Like honestly, it's kind of cool. I know this isn't from like
is.
any of the Ninjago TV show stuff, but I recently have the idea where I'd like to get into doing different parts from the Middle Ages. And so I really want to do medieval feudal Japan. And I think this has a lot of the cool parts and look to it that I'd really like to either copy or use those parts to build it myself. Now, all this stuff I got for half off. So it was a $400. I got it for $200. Working at a Lego store, baby. And there's some really cool stuff. And honestly, as an Exoforce fan, really want to do that mech. We'll see. I think it was really cool. I've been eyeing it in the store for a while, just never picked it up. And to go along with it, I got this white mech, which was just kind of cool. And I'm gonna put this on my desk at work too, because I love mechs because they're really great desk pieces.
Yeah.
And then I am going to be buying Lloyd's race car, which is one of the other sets. I almost bought it a couple days ago, but I just forgot my wallet, so I didn't have it. But yeah, so those are cool. And there is one more set. I think I'm gonna wait till next week because I got a fun story behind that one. So
There you go.
yeah, sorry, that was all the craziness of the stuff I bought, but I'm really excited to do that. And I'm really excited to build a big Ninjago set because I want to build someone because I've never actually built one. And I want to see, like, is this cool? Do I like it? Honestly, that one I kind of want to just keep displayed. So, but
I'm sure
yeah,
it's refreshing. Like,
yeah.
I don't know, the stuff I bought too, it's like refreshing to build something a little different because I'm so used to building ships or speeders or, you know,
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, my MO is just buildings at this point. I really need to start building some other stuff. So the mechs will be a nice change of pace.
Yeah.
But yes, I got the BAM pack, I got the pick a brick cups, and a bunch of other stuff. And I do buy 2 green base plates, and some of these figures are kind of for when I do Feudal Japan because they got, I don't know, it just kind of looked like it'd fit in. So yeah, sorry, that was my long explanation there.
Very cool. Very cool. No, we spent a lot of money. Zane,
Yes.
you hopefully will be spending a lot of money soon though.
I will be. And, you know, with that beautiful, beautiful segue, why don't we jump into our next segment here on Stud Buds? Lego News.
And now for breaking news.
All right, up first here on Lego News, well, first and only thing actually, is going to be this upcoming DeLorean. They call it the Back to the Future Time Machine. Price is $169.99, comes out April 1st, 2022, has 1,872 pieces, and comes with 2 beautiful minifigures. And if you guys know anything about Back to the Future, it's a beautiful trilogy. The very first Back to the Future was released in 1985. Number 2 was 1989, and number 3 was 1990. So they had a 3-film trilogy, which is great. It's awesome.
Wait,
Isn't
isn't this the car from GTA? Like, I know people fly it around.
Yeah,
It's that car from Fortnite.
Wait, it's in Ready Player One too, I'm pretty sure.
It is. It definitely is. It is in Ready Player One.
Oh my goodness.
I'm kind of sad that that's the only place y'all know it from.
No, I've seen Back to the Future. I've seen all 3 of them, but it's been
Have
a
you?
while. It's been a while, yes.
Okay.
Zane,
All
I
right,
think
well.
you'd be proud of my coworkers. They were giving me so much crap, and I was like, "Yeah, I've never seen Ghostbusters, Back to the Future, any of those." And they're like, "Wait, hold up, what?" My boss was like, yeah, "I'm so glad you're leaving today."
He's like, all right, now you can leave. I'm okay with that at this point. But this car is beautiful. I fell in love with the Ecto one that they did for the Ghostbusters, but I do like that they included the minifigures. And looking back on the other Back to the Future things that they've done, like Doc Martin in his outfit that he's wearing there, and Marty McFly, they're unique. I don't know if you guys noticed that or knew that, but the old one, Doc's wearing his lab coat stuff. This time he's wearing his yellow, from the second movie, the future outfit where he's got the weird tie and the sunglasses. So, and I also like that it incorporates, I don't know if we have a picture of it. Oh, we don't. But it's like you can see the wheels, and it has pieces from each film. The wheels can turn sideways like the flying car. You can take the hook off and put the thing on the back there. You can put the boxes for when they go back to the Western time. Honestly, it's a beautiful set. The figures are unique. The price point for me is actually perfect because it kind of puts 3 sets essentially in one. They're not like you have to buy the first movie, second movie, and third movie. They tried to incorporate as much as they could all in one, which I'm okay with. What do you guys think about it?
I think this is a really great thing. The DeLorean is a very iconic vehicle it's one of those things, like, you think of old movies and you think of the DeLorean, you think of the Ecto one, you think of, like, the Ghostbusters car, you think of like Jurassic Park stuff. Like, we've been getting those recently, and I feel like it wouldn't feel like we have the, like, almost like all the stones if we didn't have this car. And on top of it, like, people can be a fan of this set without seeing the movie. It's just a beautiful vehicle.
Oh,
so,
yeah, I completely agree. A fun fact about this vehicle, the DeLorean, the person who invented the DeLorean was actually I won't go into the things that he did later on in life. We'll keep this PG, but in the beginning, they started out making snowcats. If you guys know anything about skiing or stuff like that,
Yep.
they're these big track vehicles that push snow around ski resorts, and that's what they started making. And he was like, "What's some type of crazy car I could make?" And he came up with this all aluminum with the going doors that honestly did not go that fast and had a horrible engine in it, but it looked really cool, and it became this. So, and like you said, Brett, I completely agree with you. You can't have these iconic vehicles like the Jeep from Jurassic World, Jurassic Park, all that stuff, like Ecto-1 from Ghostbusters, without having the DeLorean from Back to the Future.
Mhm.
You know, what do you think, Matt?
No, and I agree with everything you guys are saying. Lisa says if you haven't seen the movie, you probably won't appreciate it.
I disagree.
I disagree with
I
that,
disagree.
honestly, because it is, as you guys were saying, like a pop culture icon.
Phenomenal. Yeah, the icon
like
is better.
it's like seeing the Millennium Falcon and never having seen Star Wars. You still know what it is. Like
Yep.
even if you didn't see Back to the Future, you would still know the DeLorean.
Mhm.
And it's what makes this set probably going to be pretty valuable later on. But I really like the fact that you can change it out to be from each film.
Yeah.
That's very unique.
And they've started doing that more and more with stuff like the Falcon, where you can change out certain parts. You can have original trilogy or sequel. And I'm really glad Lego's starting to do that more with sets.
Especially when you're spending $170. But
Oh yeah.
you know, and I'm sure there will be people out there who buy 3 just to make it, you know, on their shelf display, one from each film. You're not gonna do that, are you? No.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, I will. This
Oh,
this
no.
thing is a beautiful, beautiful testament to my life. Like I love the DeLorean more than I like the Ecto-1 stuff. Like it was always a crazy freaking car. I love it. I love the second one is actually my favorite, where he goes to the future, 2015, and they got flying cars. It's all crazy. And look at us. The most we've got now is a hoverboard on wheels.
Well, speaking of the hoverboard, the only thing about this set that kind of, it's not like I'm really disappointed. It makes me not want to get this set. Blah blah blah. It's like, I don't know. Something that I would have liked to have seen is maybe like a minifigure scale hoverboard to go along with it, or like an accessory for both of the figures. The only other thing that really bothers me is just like a, I don't know, a pet peeve. Really, it's like, I understand maybe it was a rights issue that they couldn't include the actual name DeLorean, but it's just called the Back to the Future Time Machine. Like, I don't know. That's the only like miss for me, really.
Yeah, I don't know. I honestly, I expected you to be like, it's not minifigure scale. I don't like
That
that.
doesn't bother me with this. No, it's the thing is like,
It's a display piece more than anything.
yeah, but like when I have a Star Wars vehicle, I want it to be figure scale. Like that's because I don't know, I like pairing the minifigures with the ships. But for something like this, where it's like there's only one DeLorean,
Yeah,
I don't know, it's special in a different way.
I like it.
Also, I want to quickly address this.
You do.
No, okay, this is the thing. This is the thing. My parents never showed me these movies growing up. They showed me Stars. They showed me Lord of the Rings. They showed me more stuff like that. And when I got older and I was allowed to watch these movies, I just didn't care enough to go watch them. They just didn't like. I was like, well, and I've seen like, I've basically like, I watch stuff like CinemaSins where like, I know the entire plot line to this film. I know everything that happens. I just never cared to sit down and watch the movie because I just was not my generation. So
yeah, and it makes sense. And we all give you a hard, like I give you a hard time, she gives you a hard time. You guys can do whatever you want. Like that's no problem. It's just essentially it's an iconic movie. It's like it's like Star Wars. When someone says, I've never seen Star Wars, and you're like, not even one? And they're like, no, I don't care to see it. You're like, what? How have you been on this earth for this long and not seen Star Wars?
But Star Wars is actually good.
Well, Star Wars is still relevant. That's the thing.
Well, that too. No, it's not though. Because like, when was the last time we got a movie?
Oh, I hope they leave it alone. That's one thing.
That's the thing. It's like
they should not.
The same thing with Ghostbusters. I think that I've heard the newer one was like really good, but like some of the past ones that they've done, like
same with Jurassic, it's like
they're going too far.
Yeah, exactly. And for me personally, like the only thing my parents showed me movie wise was when my mom showed me Star Wars, when we didn't buy, we borrowed the movies on VHS from my dad's friend, and that's when I saw Star Wars for the first time, because like there was this whole thing where I was bullied in school. The kids who were my bullies liked Star Wars. I hated Star Wars because my bullies loved it. And so I watched Star Wars because my mom said you can't just hate something because other people like it. And so I tried it. And then that's when my bullies stopped liking Star Wars.
Oh,
when I started liking it.
Well, I mean,
fell in love with it from
that's
that point
kind
on.
of how I like was with Harry Potter. So my sister and her friends were all into like One Direction and Harry Potter and all that. And I was like, Harry Potter's super girly. So she showed me the first movie and I was like, that was decent. I didn't hate it, but I was like, and then I started reading the books and I like read all of them in a month or something like that. Like I super dug into the Harry Potter world. And now I have shelves with the Harry Potter Lego on it. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, what happened?
Well,
So
it sounds like, Brad, the problem is we didn't have the proper introduction. So instead of them making fun of us, why don't you yell at our folks for not showing us the movies?
Folks, what are y'all doing with your lives, huh? What are you doing?
but I mean, you know, talking about old stuff becoming new, I think Matt has something to say about that.
Yeah, what do you think, Matt?
Oh, I always have something to say about old things being worth
Like yourself.
something.
Yeah,
What? I got some gray hair that I saw I looked in the mirror yesterday when I was shaving, and it just wasn't pretty. But you know what else isn't pretty? This intro.
It's Brick Investments time.
Nah.
I think you're very
it's
pretty.
gorgeous. Yeah.
All right, guys. This week we are talking about the Kenobi impact on the Lego market. We're going to be recapping basically two figures that really made waves within the retired market for Lego buying and selling. So if you're new to this, what we do is I look at Bricklink, I run the numbers, make some graphs to show you what something might be worth prior to a trailer like this and what it's worth now, and comparing that and just kind of going over, maybe giving you some ideas what you should invest in the future. So just to say, I mean, I already pulled this up, but spoiler warning. Yeah.
Spoiler warning.
Spoiler warning, because if you've not watched this trailer somehow or seen any of these images online, it's a spoiler. But first up, we have the Grand Inquisitor, who was in the trailer very briefly. Released back in 2015. Of course, he only comes with 5 pieces. That's not counting the lightsaber, because he does have a very unique double-bladed lightsaber that we also saw in Star Wars Rebels, where this figure was originally from. He appeared in one set from that series, from the TIE Advanced prototype. But what is he worth today?
Ooh. All
right, so sold in February, because I want to go back a month before the trailer hit to try to get an idea of like before and after this
Wait,
trailer.
February is only a month ago? Oh my gosh.
It's hard to believe that this is the 3rd month in 2020.
Yeah, no,
right?
wow, yeah.
I was lying awake this morning thinking about that. It was it's weird how time flies by, but you got to take advantage of every moment. So new, sold in February at the max price. At the most that it was sold for was $44.99. The least that it was sold for at that new quality was $30. So, it's a pretty expensive figure. It only came in one set. It was from a few years back. Even used, the lowest priced, or the highest max price that it was sold at was $40, and the min price from the used quality was $21. Now, what do you guys think it's worth in March?
175.
Zane?
Yeah. 200.
So this is, keep in mind, sold prices. Both of these lists. Max, just this month, and the month is not over, we hit 140. Someone bought this figure new at 140. But, because the trailer happened in like the middle of the month, kind of, we still have that min price of $31.73. So somebody could have bought it at the beginning of the month for that amount. But you just see the list of sales go completely haywire as you look back at it all. Even used.
Wait, can you go back a month?
121.49. Yep. So this was February.
It went from total amount bought of 13, like, so basically almost 100 to, what is it this month?
So there were 13 on the market in February. 11 total lots. Okay. I think that's the total quantity that was sold. So the total quantity that was available was 13, and the total lots that were sold were 11, I think. And then going back to this, you have 92 available and 49 bought. You can see that the market is
that's insane.
A little active right now after one small cameo from a character in a trailer. The series hasn't even come out yet. Actually, this is the teaser. This isn't even the trailer. And the used kind of blows my mind. The fact that people are paying for a figure that much.
Yeah,
that's been played with a little bit. I don't know. So in the last 6 months, this is kind of what the numbers look like. It's a heck of a tale. The minimum price that was sold at was $11.99 in the last 6 months, and now we're at $140. So for the person who bought that figure for that price, I have to applaud you. But for the one who sold that figure at that price, I feel sorry for your soul, because you could have waited a little bit longer.
My question to that person is, are you single? Because they spend a lot of money.
Right. For the person that bought it at 140, I can't believe you. Like, I can't believe it. Unless they might have been thinking of reinvesting.
To the moon, guys. To the moon.
Literally, this looks like I faked it. This genuinely looks like...
That's insane.
This looks like a clip art graph. But this is real, guys. So,
to the moon.
Literally, I took max prices, because if you go back, and this is by month, if you go back, obviously this would have kind of messed up the chart. So I couldn't have used the average price because there's such a low min price and such a high max price because of when the trailer dropped in the middle of the month, that I just took the max prices. But still, like, this is, I don't understand. I don't understand how people are genuinely paying this much. Like I said, these are not listings. These are sales. And even at the used cost, it's incredible. So if you have this figure out there and you genuinely don't care to have it anymore, think about selling the figure or the set. I'm not showing this today, but both sets that these two figures come in have also skyrocketed in price, and it's quite incredible. But it makes sense. But I was there when it happened. So these are screenshots, guys, from March 9th when the trailer dropped. This was at $249. This was like an hour after it dropped. You could have bought it from this is just an hour after. So keep that in mind. It went from
good lord
60 to 129 that you could have bought it at. And then at 6:55 that same day, and these were the only ones available, keep in mind, in the US. It went from 100 to 249. I find this interesting when you go back and you look at the sellers. Look at the sellers.
Okay, we're looking at the sellers.
So what's the last seller? Millennium Figs and yada, yada, yada. He was selling it just a few hours earlier at 129. He ups the price to 249.
Jeez Louise. He's like, oh, the trailer.
Just in a few hours, he's like, nope, this is going up higher. Well, I will also say this. The two on the bottom, so Island of Bricks and Millennium Figs, who both upped their price because Island of Bricks did it too. He went from 100, you can see on top, to 160.
Yeah.
Neither of those two have sold. So the price kind of, as the market became a little bit higher in supply and the demand was still high, that created competition. That created more competition. So the price flatlined at around 120, I would say. But yeah, So that's classic supply and demand for you right there.
That's
And then
crazy.
today,
That's just crazy.
as I said, it flatlined at about 120. The lowest new cost in the US is 120. And then those are the three that are the lowest three used. And there might be a couple scratches and stuff on it, but still they're selling them for $78. Okay. So that's the Inquisitor. That's the Grand Inquisitor. Any thoughts about that, guys?
That's just the Inquisitor.
You know what the funny thing is?
He might not even be in the show, like for 2 seconds.
Yeah, no, honestly, but I mean, for how much they've put in makeup wise and stuff, just showing him, I feel like he's a bit bigger deal. Also, at the same time, we're probably gonna get him if he's a big part of the new show. I have a feeling, especially after some of the leaks I've seen for the new Obi-Wan Kenobi show. This figure, I think he's gonna drop down in price. I think,
Yeah.
Or even maybe people are going to want the Rebels one more than the new one because they don't like how the new one looks. I mean,
you never know. That's the thing. You never know. So, like, here's the key. Here's what this teaches me for both of these figures. The next one I'm going to show is the fifth brother.
Oh, the fifth brother.
You have to be on top of things. Like, if you are going to genuinely wheel and deal this kind of stuff in the moment, like, if this is your version of stocks, it has to be right then and there. Like, as something happens, it's like if you're an Apple investor and Apple releases a new product, you have to be on it, on the money. If you would have hit right before that trailer, or even before the trailer even came out, knowing and thinking like what possible figs could be in this. Maybe you've seen some leaks or rumors about who's showing up in Kenobi, and you might have a thought as to who might be in the trailer. You buy this beforehand for a reasonable amount, but you got to be knowledgeable about it, and you got to be on top of your game. You got to be ready to buy and sell. So yeah, it's crazy. Zane, any other thoughts?
Honestly, I'm just dumbfounded. I always am though, like with Rex or Cody or anything like that, with how I just, for this little tiny thing, I've never understood how this can go for 200. I can buy a 3D printer for $200, for $180, for less than one of the little stupid figures they're going for. I think it's a cool figure. I respect it. I like it.
Both of them are very good. They're very good
looking.
figures. But I think,
it hurts my brain. It does.
All I gotta say is that this is why I love being a Castle fan. If I want a figure, usually it doesn't shoot up in price because of some stupid trailer. Like it just dumbfounds.
It was a good trailer. It was a good trailer.
No. It was a good trailer for a show that's gonna suck. I'm not joking.
I'm keeping my expectations low.
Yeah, very low. Yeah. Very low. But it's just like, there's sometimes where I'm like, if I want to be a Star Wars fan, like I don't see this as much with Harry Potter or stuff shooting up in price. Like, and with how many minifigures you get of kind of the same version, it's not that hard to get a character you like. But it's like, there's so much Star Wars content out there. There's so many minifigures that are based off of it. And it's just like one figure, if there's a character you really want, like, okay, Pre-Vizsla, he goes for so much, and he's like one of my favorite characters. I'm like, nope, never gonna get that figure. Like,
yeah.
Don't do it, Matt. I
won't. I was looking, but
I will leave.
Sure. So the fifth brother is the same story, basically. I mean, they're good figures, but I agree, Brad. I think they're going to remake them, and I think that the prices are going to go down unless they aren't made as well. I mean, these have some great printing. You see the belt, the legs, all the molds for the helmets and everything. It looks great. So this one was released in 2016. Piece count 5 pieces once again. I mean, like I said, they share the same lightsaber, the same double-bladed spinning helicopter blade. Only came in one set. And so being that the last one, the set that it came in was cheaper. I believe it was around $50 originally, or maybe even less. And this one was Captain Rex's ATTE, which was like 120, I believe, at the time that it was released. This is going to be worth more because it's from a more costly set that it was only in one of. So what is it worth today? Well, in February, before the trailer, it was worth $68 then. New at its highest price that it sold at, and at its minimum 45 new. Used 54 at its highest sold price and 43 at its lowest sold price. So, I mean, that's pretty high as is. $50 for a figure.
Yeah.
March.
It hurts me so much.
177. These are sold prices, people. Keep that in mind. It sold at $177 this month. Somebody bought that figure.
I want to know who's got that kind of money to spend $170 on a figure. I mean, if
All right,
you bought like a
let's-
set, great, but a figure? I'm
I
sorry.
was just about to say, let's go through and start making a list of sets you could buy right now for $170. Like,
Right. One figure. One Uno figure.
and you know the funny thing is, people don't even like that character that much in Rebels. Like legitimately, like the Grand Inquisitor was cool. People did genuinely like the Grand Inquisitor, but the other characters, can you say that? Have you ever talked
He
to someone,
wasn't-
Matt? And they're
He wasn't
and they're
cool.
people.
The fifth brother's my Inquisitor. He's my favorite. No.
No, let me just quickly say this too, Matt. Have you ever talked to anyone and they're like, yeah, one of my favorite characters from Rebels is the fifth brother?
No.
People forget about the Inquisitors.
saying.
They remember it's a thing, but like no one really is like, oh yeah.
This guy, in Rebels, Brad, this guy was a dope. Like, I hate to
Yes,
say
oh my
it.
gosh. He looked awful. He looked awful. Like
Yeah.
the Inquisitor from Jedi Fallen Order is more popular than all of the Inquisitors besides the Grand Inquisitor. I'd
No.
say they'd be tied.
No, this guy was.
No, actually, no,
a
she's even
joke.
more popular.
The
Do you
Grand
see
Inquisitor?
cosplays of these Inquisitors? No, you only see that. Sorry, I'm going on tangent.
Well, the thing is too about them is that you already know how they end. Like you know their story and where they end up because they're no longer around after Rebels. Spoiler alert.
Yeah. Well,
but-
okay, if we want to make that, let's be honest though, there's so much canon characters like Solo and others. Like we already kind of knew that, but
here's my thought before we get to the end of this.
yeah, sorry.
Well, it's on your point.
Yeah.
I don't think fans are buying them. What I think is happening is it's literally, this is the market. This is the investor market. It is no longer about, I like that. It's cool. I want to buy it for me to collect.
Yeah.
This is now, what can I resell it at? What can I do to invest in Lego right now? And that's why we talk about this here, is because yes, you can make money from it, but, and this is a problem that I have, even talking about this sort of stuff. I think it's important to educate people on what's happening, but the problem is that I hope what you take from this is not, okay, I need to go buy the fifth brother at $200 and resell it to get my money. No, don't do that. What I want to tell you is get in on it while it's early, or think ahead what it might be worth. So that if you want to invest, if you want to do that, that's fine too. But like, if you just want the figures, you're just going to know they're going to go up in price.
Right here, this person says, but you can't deny that it's a really cool minifigure.
It is.
I agree with that. I like it.
Yeah, I mean, true.
I just don't think it's worth $200. So in the last 6 months, it went from $34 at the lowest price that it sold at, new, to $177. Used it sold at $8. Probably a little scratched up, probably a little banged up at its lowest used cost, but then it sold at $132. And this, you would think, like I said, I'm making it up, but I'm not. So it went from max cost $44.55 new to $177.
Well, and I will say though, a lot of people do want to be like, hey, I might really enjoy this character once the show comes out, so they want to get the character. So I mean, I don't know.
But I really do think they're going to come out with another one, maybe. But if they don't,
I at least think they're going to do a new Green Inquisitor.
I would think so too. I would assume so. But if they don't for one of these, it's going to make the price go up even more. So this guy, once again, I was there when it happened. For a while, he was not available in the US. There just weren't that many at all available. And like, this was it. This was the only two that were online in the first couple hours after the trailer premiered. And before, so I went on when I looked at the Grand Inquisitor. The Grand Inquisitor was on there, like a few of them. But after the trailer dropped, right after, there were no fifth brothers. And I don't know if that's because people bought them. I don't know if that's just because there weren't any on there to begin with, but there wasn't any demand. It didn't look like there was any demand before this trailer, because there was nobody selling them. And then 130, new, and one used at 190 came up from a couple other countries, UK and Denmark, and then this was just US 160 at I think I messed up the time. Oh no, this was March 10th, the day after. So the day after the trailer premiered, we got finally two that were selling in the US at 160 and 230. But now this is the tail of the tape. So currently being sold at the lowest new cost on Bricklink, $159, and it even goes up to $230. And you got
I wonder how many people went to like eBay and stuff like that and bought up like any person who is selling this figure,
right,
and then threw it up on Bricklink.
Like, and then monopoly. It turns into a monopoly for buying and selling. I mean, these are the only ones that are available right now. And, like, there's only one used, and it's selling at 110 right now. So yeah. Any other nuanced thoughts on that? I think we covered it pretty well as to why that's the case, but any other opinions on the matter?
Nope.
I'm just going to keep buying my castle figs. I mean, there is no point in trying to get into this crazy market of Star Wars.
Please let us know if you're viewing this right now, if you have the figures, when you got them, what you bought them at, if you got them at retail price, if you found it online at a cheaper price. I want to hear if you have them. If you would ever part with them, because if you would, I think now would be the time. That's all.
And if you really want to easily part with it, if you got it for a decent price when you originally got it, drop it a little bit lower than everyone else is selling for, and it'll easily sell out. Like,
boom.
I mean, not like super, like, if you, instead of just selling for 200, sell it for 180. Like,
yeah.
Or just be nice and sell it for like $10.
Or just sell it to one of us.
True.
See, if I had the figures, I would keep them. Like,
oh gosh, yeah,
they're more valuable to me.
Yeah.
Well, I think that that's another discussion for another time.
Right. So, with that all being said, I
need something a little less depressing now, Matt. Let's make that.
I mean, I was laughing. I was laughing the whole time throughout all of that.
Yeah, I'm sure you were.
I think we could all have a good laugh together if I could actually find the segment.
I think we could. A good chuckle is always good. A good haha. Hee hee hoo hoo.
Yuck yuck.
Yuck.
I can't find it. Anyways.
Guys. Oh wait, I know where it is. I know where it is.
Wait, I found it too. No, it's gone. You changed it.
Oh, all right. This is what you're talking about.
It's meme time. All right, guys.
Quickly. $4 each.
What do you mean?
Juju got them both for $4.
Oh! I thought that meant he was going to give them to us for $4 each. He had 3 of them.
He was like, cha-ching. He's like, I'm ready.
Oh my goodness.
I think that's what he meant by that. Like,
I think that's what he did too by the looks of it. Be more specific. Oh, yep, he got them at $4 each. I see now. Okay, guys, it is meme time. So you guys pitched in this week, well, one of you in particular, and you brought us some great memes, and I'm really excited to get into them. I then was inspired to make a couple more based on what you had. So please, guys, I beg you, if you are an active member of this community and you want to be featured on our show, even if you're not, even if you're just having fun today and you're like, these guys are cool, make a meme for us. Keep it relevant, keep it LEGO related, make it about us. You can joke with us. We're pretty lighthearted and
make fun of us.
We can take it. But we'll be featuring yours maybe in the next couple weeks.
Ooh.
Meme number 1 from BrickingUpBrad, who is the MVP of this week, by the way.
Who is in chat, by the way? Who's in chat?
He is in chat. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you for all your memes. Cool guy Dom in the chat when trivia time starts.
Every time.
It's showtime.
I still believe that he uses his phone, but we gotta, Dom, you gotta send us a video of you doing it and showing that you don't
you don't cheat.
Googling.
Yeah. We need your search history after meme time, like trivia time. Like,
I believe him though. I think Dom is very knowledgeable about just LEGO and the history of the products in general. So it's no wonder that he's so good at trivia, and it makes me want to have him on the show sometime soon to be able to put him to the test for
I
sure.
don't think he needs to be on the show, Matt. I think he's good.
But also, we thank you both, Brick Oxes and Cool Guy Dom, for being active members of this community and participating. So, meme number 2, another one from Brick Oxes. Me when I get a Lego set. My Lego. Me when my brother gets a Lego set. Our Lego.
Yeah, exactly.
Nothing like a good Soviet meme, which actually had inspired me to make a meme that's kind of like based off of this thought. The creeper, our creeper.
Yeah.
So did you guys ever have to share your Lego? Because I didn't have any siblings growing up.
Oh yeah.
I had 5 older brothers. I stole all their Lego and then technically had to share mine with them. So we all just honestly shared each other. So we didn't care. Like we were close enough, and like I was given a couple sets, and I really didn't have a lot. I mostly used their sets. My Exo4 sets. They just didn't use them. Like those were my characters when we played together. Like I had friends who had a ton of Lego and they had to share them, and they'd always fight over who got to use what character and blah, blah, blah. And it was just like, it wasn't a problem for me ever. And then, we hung out and had a good time with Lego.
Yeah. Zane?
Yeah. I did. We didn't have much growing up, and so we kind of just shared everything. And honestly, it wasn't a problem. We never really fought. We just kind of built and had fun and went crazy. So
I think nowadays with how Lego is, where you just get a ton of sets, it's like, well, that's my set that I was given. Like,
yeah,
right. No, I mean, I think people should share. Like, I never had to, just because like my little cousins lived far enough away. They came over and they would take a look at the collection every once in a while. The ones who cared, but not my family, because I was the only one around, which was kind of nice. But also, looking back in the chat, speaking about Jude, he said, I got them, referring to the figures, $4 each for sale. They're not Lego.
oh,
So I guess there might be an off-brand or something. But then, meme number 3, another one from Brick Oxes. We have our Lego Star Wars enjoyers. Quite a few. Lego Marvel, a little less. Lego Bionicle, kind of the outskirts of the world, and then Lego Video.
I know. Where's the 2 dots in Syracuse for my coworkers who would always enjoy.
The 2 dots, just 2 dots for 2 people. That is it.
I think there are Lego Video fans.
There are actually one of the big things for Lego Video is the collection.
Yeah,
people love collecting different tiles. That was like the big thing. Which I kind of like that they brought into Harry Potter of collecting the tiles, which I think they didn't do more of. I think Star Wars could have potential with that too. But
yeah.
I mean, Harry Potter really, I think they propelled with the way that you could collect those. But Video, they had cool figures. They just didn't have a solid idea, and I think that's where they really struggled. But it's no more, unfortunately.
It's no more.
Or fortunately.
So happy that's gone.
Or fortunately.
Brick Oxes, who's been making all these memes, has also said, my sister always had Lego I couldn't touch. Joke's on her. Now she doesn't play with it anymore. So I own it.
There you go. There you
Makes
go.
sense. Makes sense. And this is one of the last memes. You finally finished your Technic set. The mechanism doesn't work.
Oh,
He made this while rebuilding his Technic helicopter and realized this might happen.
I've been
Had
down
the
that
same
road.
issue.
I think we all have, but Zane in particular, he's a big Technic fan. So I took the liberty to actually ask him for a photo or a couple photos when you finally finish your Technic set and the mechanism doesn't work. So
and I didn't realize that this is what the meme was, but that's the actual car that it happened to too.
that's why
All
I said
the-
it was perfect that
all
you
the
sent me
wheels.
that.
Yeah, that was Yep.
Do you want to explain that again?
Oh god.
Just really
okay.
quick.
Really quick. The way that the gearing works in an all-wheel drive vehicle is the transmission. Okay, all 4 wheels go the same direction. Okay, I had the differential backwards. So from the engine goes the differential, moves the wheels. The differential, if it's backwards, makes the wheels go the other direction. So the front wheels went forward and the back wheels went backwards. So it never moved. And that was a pain to take it apart and try not to break it because I was mad and I manhandled it and didn't just I didn't leisurely remove piece by piece. We just pried that son of a gun open, and we got in there, and I pulled pieces and replaced pieces and flipped pieces. May have broke a Technic pin or two, not gonna lie, but I got after it, and it works. It rolls just fine now.
There you go.
That is honestly really funny.
I've never built a Technic, just Technic set. Of course, Star Wars has plenty of Technic within the ships and everything, but
Yeah.
never once have I built one of these types of sets. Brad, have you?
I built the Mo Control buggy, and that's it.
Very cool. Did you mess up and had to go back?
Yep. And the funny thing is, I texted Ethan about it too, and he did the same thing because instructions.
That's funny. That's really funny. One of my friends have actually told me, who recently got into Lego because of my content. He's a friend from high school. He told me that he started buying Technic sets, and his biggest enjoyment out of it is the thrill of getting to the end, seeing that something doesn't work, and then trying to figure out where he went wrong. So, that's part of the fun of it.
I think he's a little bit insane if he.
I was about to say he needs to have a test done. I think something's wrong with him. I enjoy when it's wrong. What?
He called it a thrill.
Is that a lot? I think he's in denial. I think he's just telling himself.
I kind of agree.
All jokes.
With that all being said, hope you enjoyed meme time. Please send us yours for the next one. But I think we also have something a little bit more I guess not as lighthearted, a little bit more serious coming up that you guys can also participate in.
A little more serious, a little bit more aggressive, because these two lovely gentlemen tend to fight and bicker like an old married couple. So,
well, we are. Don't you know that?
Yeah, exactly. You guys are a married couple. Oh, they're getting their thinking caps on. The thinking caps are coming, people, which means it's trivia time. All right.
Very, very quickly, I think we need to do this. It's trivia time.
I'll pull the mic out and get all crazy.
It's time to rumble.
Oh no!
I need to be like a Dwayne the Rock Johnson, going at Matt. Going WWE.
I know what you're talking about. I've seen they do that on
the announcer.
Yeah, they do that on what's the robot fighting show? BattleBots.
BattleBots.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they do it on pretty much any announcing thing like that. Anywho, this isn't like that. This is trivia. This is for educational purposes, people. So today, this is what we got. Here are today's categories. Today we have Lego Star Wars. I mean, it's classic. You kind of have to. Lego Creator Expert.
Oh boy.
And we have Lego Back to the Future sets, because it's not actually a thing.
I got all of these down.
Oh no.
Yeah, you got sets. And I tried to make these as difficult as possible. And if you guys have ever seen Jeopardy or anything like that, each one of these little boxes counts for different points. And at the end, whoever has the most points, they win the game, and so on. But what I am going to include in this one, since we took it easy the last time we played this, if they get it wrong, they lose points.
No.
I'm going to be removing points if they get it wrong. Brad, if you would be so kind as to throw the music in there so we can get going on this. But what I'm going to do, I'm not going to have full point removal. I'm going to have half points. Like, say if they get 100 points, I'm going to only take away 50% of it, all that stuff.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. So, first up on the docket is going to be Matt.
Oh. Okay. And there's no difficulty difference between the three, right? They're all the same.
No, there is. There is.
Oh, there is. Because last time you said you made them all as hard as you could.
Last time I did. Last time I just threw questions in. This time, I mean, some might be easier than I think, but in my mind, I tried to make them properly. And new rule: no asking questions about questions.
Okay, but
new
what
rule.
if it's important?
Nope.
Okay.
Use that new.
Let's do Lego Star Wars for 300. I have to.
He's gonna go big or
I'm gonna go big or go home. It's my only shot.
What is the most hated Star Wars set of all time?
What the heck? That is subjective.
I went to 4 different websites and everything has the.
I know exactly
what
set it is.
That is so subjective, Zane.
Hey, I'm telling you, that's why it's difficult, because it is an opinion-based thing.
Matt,
but everyone voted on this.
It's one of two. It's
so many people voted on this. So many people for all these websites. Everywhere I looked multiple places for facts as much as possible. That's why this is a difficult question. That's why it's for 300.
Well, there are 2 guesses that I have. I'm going to give you the one that I think it is.
And you better be careful, boy. You better be careful because you could lose 150 points here.
I know. I'm going to go with the Last Jedi First Order ATST.
I
don't think it's that though. You know what I think it is? Can I say what I think it is? Oh, thank God.
It is the first.
I knew
order
it was that.
ATST. I honestly,
Oh, thank God.
I was hoping that was so obvious that you would not get it.
Okay.
That's what I was hoping. But I looked at so many websites.
The thing is, I have seen before people rate the Freemaker Adventure ship with the droid as a worse set than this one. So that's what my second guess would have been.
Maybe it's changed in the last little while. I don't know.
No, this set's way worse than that one. Like, that ship at least is cool. Yeah.
Yeah, but this is at least in the film.
Yeah, but it's horrible though. But that one's I get it. Also, another really bad one was we won't talk about. We'll move on. Sorry.
Oh God.
This was horrible. Everybody hated every entry, every review, everything. They were like, "Why? Why half a ship
without a head?" Yeah,
without a head. Even the little lift thing doesn't work properly, apparently. So
yeah.
Okay. Now it goes to Breaking Up Brad. So we are going to move out of here, award those points, and go back. Brad?
LEGO Creator Expert, 300.
Oh, Creator Expert for 300.
Brad, I'm about to give up already.
What is the most valuable LEGO Creator Expert building?
I don't know the name, but I know what it is.
It might surprise you. You never know. This is from Brickpedia, by the way.
I'm
Remember, you could
probably
lose
gonna be
points.
wrong about this. I think it's one of the 2, but it's the modular movie theater, if I'm right. I don't know the exact name.
That is incorrect.
Artisan Modular Hotel.
That is incorrect.
Okay, wait. Can I clarify something really quick? This isn't about the question. It's about what Brad answered it as.
Yes.
Brad, were you talking about the Palace Cinema? Is that the one you were
that
going
one?
for?
The Palace
Okay.
Cinema.
Zane, is that the one?
That's not it. Nope.
Okay. I just wanted to clarify because that would have been my guess. I just want to make sure that would have the same thing that he was talking about. Okay.
What is the most valuable
building.
LEGO Creator Expert building? It's specific to
Wait, so technically it doesn't even have to be a modular building.
No.
That's so misleading with that modular building collection.
I don't even know.
I'm gonna boo Zane. Boo!
I don't even know.
What are you saying it is?
I don't know. I'm gonna go with. I don't even know what Creator Expert like.
Brad, I don't know if you've noticed this, but you've lost 100 points.
Yeah, I noticed.
I'm gonna go with the. It's not the fire station.
You got 2 seconds.
The,
you got 2 seconds.
The grocer.
It's time. It's time. Oh, dang.
I'm just naming a modular building at this point.
This is a cafe center.
Oh, I knew. I remember it had the big hotel sign on the side, and I
could picture the set too, but that was my problem.
It's Brad.
Genuinely, I thought that was the Palace Cinema.
Matt also lost 100 points on that one, but
we both lose.
You both lose. You both got it wrong. You both lost points for that.
If I just don't answer, do I still lose points?
No. But you both have a chance to answer the question, so that's only fair. If you both get it wrong, you both lose points.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's only fair that way.
Okay.
So.
This is intense.
But
is our chat getting it right?
Bricks Ox, yes, he actually got it right. Bricks, right here. Let's see it. Sorry, I don't even know how to say it. Brick
MVP of the show.
Ox,
Brick
MVP
got the
of the show.
too, right? Too.
Did he?
Yep.
Oh my God! Look at you guys go, Matt and Mellish.
Okay. I'm gonna stick with what I know. I'm gonna do Lego Star Wars for 200.
Okay. The smallest. Oh yes. Okay. So what is the smallest Star Wars set ever made? We always talk about biggest and UCS and all these things. So
can I ask a question?
No, you're not allowed to ask questions.
Are you talking polybags or are you talking sets?
Everything in the world.
Well, if we're talking polybags, it's going to be that Millennium Falcon. Which was not a polybag actually, but it was a small set. You don't define it. And it is the smallest Lego Star Wars set if you go and check.
Well,
but it's going to be that.
This one's when I did my research from Brickpedia. This is the smallest set ever released. So
Was it released as a retail item or was it released as a exclusive?
it was released as a retail item, that I believe, from what I remember reading.
Because I know the smallest Lego Star Wars set is going to be the very small Millennium Falcon.
So, is that your answer, the Millennium Falcon?
If I can prove you wrong by pulling it up right now, will you take it?
No.
If you prove me wrong, I'll give you a wash. I won't remove any points.
It wasn't available for retail.
But Zane just said it's available for retail. I think Zane.
Also,
Matt,
are you
if
talking
it's-
size or are you talking piece
No
count?
questions, Matt.
Piece count, piece count, piece count, piece count. Okay, so
Either that or the TIE Fighter. I'll say the TIE Fighter.
okay, just pick one. Which one are you picking? I gave you a lot of time. You have to pick one. Is it the Falcon or the TIE Fighter?
You seem to make me feel like it's not the Millennium Falcon.
And maybe that's a trick. You never know.
I'm gonna go with the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah, that's wrong.
I can
Look
prove
it up
you
and see
wrong.
if I-
It's
see
a
if I'm wrong.
promotional item. Okay.
Brad, what do you
Alright,
want?
what's your
Brad?
guess?
Brad, what's your guess?
No, no.
Why
I'm
are
not
you
gonna
upset?
guess.
You have to guess.
No, I don't. You said if you don't guess, you don't lose points.
Okay.
Do you count a figure? Because I could say like a figure.
But
Nope.
that's the thing is, if you're talking about piece count wise,
You gotta
I
be
can't-
specific here.
No, he
No, it's a
doesn't. He
small
asked us the question: the smallest Lego Star Wars set ever made, and I can't think of the answer, so I'm not gonna guess because
Matt, you're still in the lead. Matt, you're still in the lead.
I know, but I just
Matt,
just
you're making
show
us
it.
look bad here.
See,
Oh, yep. Okay, that makes
this is
sense.
what I was talking about.
So this is considered a set. It has 12 pieces in it. Set 3219 mini TIE Fighter with 12 pieces.
Let me see if I can get my camera to focus.
I can't even see it. That's so tiny on my screen. 'Cause,
It's
what-
set number. You can look it up. It's,
How many pieces are in
I
that?
don't even see a set number. I'm looking on Amazon right now. 20
I
pieces.
think Lisa's got a
20
good point
pieces.
here.
Points removed for asking questions after said no asking questions.
20 pieces.
Also,
See, that
Like-
has 20 pieces. This has 12 pieces.
Oh, well.
This
there we
is
go.
smaller.
and see,
That-
you got it wrong, even though.
I did. It was one of my second guess.
All
All right, let's move on here. Let's move on here.
We spent a lot of time on these Star Wars questions.
Yes. Lego Back to the Future sets 300.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'm not that brave.
Okay. What is the can and the banana used for in this set? Based on the movie, what it's used for.
We don't know because we haven't
none
seen
of
the
us have
movie.
seen the movie.
That's why it's a difficult
I've seen the
question.
movie, but it's been years.
I gave you the chance. I gave you the chance.
can and the banana.
What is the can and the banana used for?
I know what film it's from.
We also Brick Ox. He got it right. He got that right as well. So did Dude Jude. They got it right. Stop
they
looking
get-
at the chat.
Did they get the TIE Fighter?
I don't know. No one guessed the TIE Fighter. No one guessed on that one. So this one. Any guesses? This is for Matt, right? No,
Oh, it's
Brad.
for Brad.
Oh, this
Brad.
is for me.
Sorry. yes. Y'all got me
This isn't
confused
even a
with the
Lego
last one.
question. Not even a Lego.
It is a Lego question because it's based off the set and everything like that. So what is it, Brad?
We're sad. This is depressing.
I
Okay.
legitimately have never seen this film, and you knew this going into this.
But you know what the DeLorean is, and you might know some fun facts about the show without seeing the
Is
show.
it fuel? Is it fuel that they use like food and stuff like that as fuel for it?
Gosh dang it. I give up.
Marty! You've got to come back with me. Where? Back to the future.
Back to the Future.
He said the thing. He said the thing.
He said the thing.
Wait a minute, what are you doing, Doc? I need fuel.
Oh, there it is. Look at that.
Get in the car.
Get in the car.
Oh
No,
my
Doc, I just got
gosh.
it.
Good job.
Well done.
All right. Well, yeah.
Okay. That was fun.
We don't have to watch this clip again.
I was awarding points, so it started over. again.
Zane's just watching the movie.
I was like, cool, guys. Let's watch Back to the Future. What's up, guys? Wow.
Gosh.
That was pure luck. I gotta tell you, that was pure luck for someone who's never seen that. I guess you can kind of guess with with
Actually,
space.
I've seen. I forgot about this, but it was repressed memory of this person making fun of that scene where they like start grabbing all this trash. There was now I do remember that's like a huge joke is that he uses like trash as fuel.
Yeah, that's how they do it in the future in 2015. They just recycle trash and that's fuel. Okay, so now we're to Matt Mellish. Matt, you are behind by 100 points.
That's not what it's not what it looks like on the.
Why does Matt have 400?
You awarded the points wrong.
Oh,
Anyway, while you fix that,
yet. Sorry,
while you fix that, I'm gonna say Lego Star Wars 100.
Lego Star Wars for 100. Seriously.
New from LEGO Star Wars. The Clone Wars rage on, and the Jedi are under attack. It's time to send in a new Republic attack shuttle. You can load the bombs, arm the missiles, man the cockpit, and blast off to take on the evil droid army.
Enemy in range, sir.
With the new LEGO Star Wars Republic attack shuttle,
Fire at will.
you control the battle. Part of the new LEGO Star Wars collection. Each set sold separately.
Okay. So what is the question? What are the names of all the Jedi in this commercial?
So there are two, one being Mace Windu and the other being Yoda.
It's actually
Beautiful answer. Beautiful.
that's
And that is
definitely a
award.
100 point question.
That was yeah.
I don't know why it's not like updating.
And I'm
correctly.
proud.
There we go. It did that time.
I'm proud.
Now we have an even tie. You're proud of that one? Hey, but I figured that one would be easy enough. You know, it doesn't say any
Should have went
names.
100 now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Brad.
Let's do Lego Back to the Future. Let's do Lego Creator Expert 200 since I know Matt won't get into the Back to the Future questions.
Oh no.
Okay, what year was the Creator Expert theme launched?
I should have done Back to the
Oh
Future.
no. You think I know it, Brad? You think I really know this? How close do we have to be?
Let's say 2 years, at least, right, Zane?
Nope, you have to be spot on.
Oh my.
In this game, if it ain't like how many or a number count.
Yeah, wait, you can carry the one.
I think
2000.
he's just trying to take a mad amount.
Yeah,
of
he
time.
is.
Well,
He's actually thinking through it, which is what I
No,
tried to do.
1 second. I know this.
I gave him the timer because I forgot we had the timer.
2009 I'm going to go with. I feel like that's wrong, but we're going to try
No,
it.
it's close, I think.
Oh, is it? That's wrong, buddy. That's wrong. Matt?
No. I'm gonna go with because I know they changed the logo. 05 or 06. Let's go with, you know what? 05. That was the first one I said.
05? You guys, that's both wrong. That's both
Dang.
wrong. It was in the year 2000. You know, both of you lost 100 points.
All right, I'm calling cheating now. This is the most he's got. He's got a lot right in a row here.
Come
My
on,
guess
Brick
is
Oxes.
Brick
Don't
Oxes,
cheat.
no cheating. We gave him credit for being the MVP, and now it's
It's okay. It's okay. A little bit suspicious.
okay.
So what is
Next
the
up,
score? Is
The
it
score
100
is-
to 100?
100 to 100,
Okay, mano a mano.
and there's no way for a tie. There's 3 questions left.
Okay.
Technically, I think there is.
Technically, you could if one of us got. Anyways.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Creator Expert 100.
Creator Expert 100. What Creator Expert set came with the most minifigures?
He knows it.
I'm probably gonna get this wrong, but I have a good guess.
He perks up like a cat. Oh, I know it. I swear to God, I know
The
it.
thing is, when it comes to Creator Expert, all I'm thinking of is modular. I'm not thinking of anything else.
And it might be modular. It might not be modular. That's
I
the
don't-
question.
The Winter Village sets are Creator Expert, right?
They are.
Yeah.
This is why this is a 100-point question. This is simple.
This
I
is
mean,
not
it's-
simple.
It's figures.
And it's
It's-
very simple, actually.
It's figures.
I'm not thinking about what Creator Expert is. Gosh dang it.
I don't even know Creator Expert. So if I was asked any of
Creator
these
How
questions,
do you
Expert-
know, Zane?
Brickpedia.
Oh, it's
and-
simple.
And for the record, like it's not ideas. So like stuff like Barracuda Bay, the blacksmith, those types of. It's not
Those
ideas.
don't count.
It's not architecture. Those don't count. It's
It would be
Creator Expert.
modular or some
There's-
vehicles or
There's a lot
some-
under Creator Expert. Let's.
Yep. Modular vehicles, the Christmas holiday stuff.
What vehicles? I don't know. Let's just go with.
Well, you know, Brad, I will be fair with this one. There was a question that Brad didn't answer, so he didn't lose any points. So if you don't want to answer, I'll allow it.
Wait, he didn't lose points for that? Oh.
If you don't answer, you don't lose points, and we allow that to happen.
I'm gonna pass on this one.
Assembly Square, Zane.
Assembly Square is incorrect.
Oh, my guess would have been the roller coaster.
It's the haunted house. The haunted house comes with 10 minifigures. If that one comes with it, then I'm totally wrong here. But
jeez Louise, I would not have guessed that. I can't tell if he's given up or if he's trying to prove you wrong.
I think he's trying to prove me wrong. And if I'm wrong, blame Brickpedia. I don't have any of these sets, so I solely have to base off of that.
I wasn't even thinking. I was thinking like roller coaster, honestly, because I was thinking about the fairground sets or the Ferris wheel.
I was wrong. That comes with 8.5.
Oh, Brad. Oh,
what was the half, a baby?
Yeah, baby.
Okay, we're down to 2 questions left.
Okay.
For 200.
This is intense.
Back to the Future
I think I can
200.
get these.
What year was the first DeLorean set released?
Are you sure these are really ranked as being difficult and not?
Honestly, I tried to make him because the fuel one had to be more difficult because I didn't think you guys had seen anything, but you might know it. This one's like, okay, we've been doing DeLorean stuff. You might have done a little bit of research and maybe you know this one. You know, maybe.
I'm thinking like Brick Educator, like right now. I'm trying to like.
You know, I
think
me and you need to start doing research before the show.
Right.
On relevant topics. Like,
do you have a guess? I don't. Like, I think I'm going to guess because I think it's fair to this show.
Okay. What's your guess?
No, we need Brad to answer.
Oh yeah, sorry, Brad. What's your guess, my friend?
We're both gonna get it wrong, Brad. Just
I know, but I'm.
It's okay.
It's okay. I'll give you a timer. You can think this
I'm
through.
trying to remember what time period of my life what I was in when this came out.
Here, just
like,
look at this pirate ship and just go to your safe space.
What was
your
that?
safe space. Just relax. Look at the pirate ship.
Where'd you get that?
2000.
Relax and look at the pirate ship here.
Oh my gosh! Can you stop pulling that? You're distracting me. 2014, I guess.
Oh man, I'm sorry. That's incorrect. That's incorrect. Matt, look at this picture and you just place. Just relax.
Shadow.
The rogue shadow.
Okay, I'm gonna go with 2012.
2012. Oh my god, you both are incorrect.
Okay, he's definitely cheating now. If this is the right answer,
Look at this. 2013. You got
He's
one was
cheating.
a year
Brick
above and one was the other.
Oxes.
Yeah,
Brick Oxes.
that's
No.
all of them right. Either
had-
you know Lego like the back of your hand, or you're cheating.
Oh, yeah, even we don't know this and we're stud buds. We're the buds. All right. Brad,
I was close though.
No, this
All right.
is
We were both pretty close.
okay.
Yeah,
I'm
I
going
almost
to
said
pull something out
2013
here.
too.
I'm going to pull something out here. This last question is going to be a double or nothing. So, Brad has a chance to win
Oh no.
or severely lose. So, I'm just going to pull this question
Well,
up.
it's Matt. Matt gets to answer first.
I know, but I'm going to make it a double or nothing. So, if he gets it wrong, Brad, you still have a chance to win. Okay. True or false? Lego made brick heads of Doc and Marty. True or false?
Why would you be asking it if they didn't?
Because maybe I looked at everything else and I couldn't find any more Lego sets besides the 2 DeLorean sets. And I wanted to ask a question about outfits.
There are actually other sets.
I'm gonna say.
Lego Dimensions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They did.
Well, do we count Lego Dimensions though? I
Yes.
really...
Yeah.
Like Dimensions as a whole seems like a set. The individual cars and figures is part of Dimensions.
Sure.
So it's hard to separate that.
I'm not gonna overthink it. I'm gonna say true. What? Are you kidding me? Yeah.
True.
I
Here
knew
we
it was
go. Look
true.
at this.
I knew it was true. I've seen.
There you
We
go.
can't do
guys.
true and false questions in this type of style.
That's why it was a 100-point question. That's
Genuinely,
why.
I was going back and forth about like, was it a Comic-Con exclusive? Or, like,
Genuinely, there it is. Marty McFly, number 43. Doc Brown at number 44. And you guys, that brings us to the winner.
wow.
Matt Mellish.
I'm exhausted.
He won with 200 points.
Wow.
We're proud of you.
All right. I have a favor to ask for the next time you do the same. Can we get a castle row at maybe like, and then Matt loves Star Wars, so do all those complicated Star Wars questions for him.
I gotta ask. I got everyone in the chat. What do you guys think about the videos that play, like the
I like that.
YouTube videos, the commercials, the interactiveness of that?
Honestly, that should be a whole row. Is Lego commercials, and you go like you get because there's a
I
lot
like
out
that.
there.
The
I really like
videos,
it.
I like the answer with the Doc Brown. Like, he answered fuel, and then it showed him actually saying, "I need fuel," and you're like, "Oh,
Yeah.
okay, all right."
I really like that. Well done. Well done.
I need
That
a
was fun,
massive,
but
Thank you.
I'm
Thank you.
massive cry.
I'm exhausted now.
I'm tearing up as we speak, just because you guys disappointed me so badly.
I could have got that TIE Fighter one. That's all.
You could have, but you know what? I was right.
Okay,
You were right. You were right.
I'm gonna cut this all off now and just say
Let's
I'm gonna cry.
Well,
I can't do this. All right, let's go to my happy place, which is talking about old Lego themes, which we're gonna put a little disclaimer in for this week. I don't usually advertise that much on here, but guys, starting this week, I'll be doing a new series called Tavern Talk on my YouTube channel, where I'll be putting out videos about old castle themes. So if you like me, how when I talk about old Lego themes here, go check it out, because it will be dropping here very soon. I got the first one made up, and I fixed the editing mistakes that Matt told me I did, and it will be coming out later this week. So go check out my YouTube channel for that. BrickingUpBrad, link down below. And I'll be talking about old Lego castle, which is my passion. Now, Futuron isn't castle, but it's the brother of castle, the one that I'm always fighting with. And I always see space. Whenever I picture space, I picture for Zoom. Let's be honest, all of us do. So I did text him before the show and ask him, what do you want us to know about Futuron?
okay.
And this is what he texted back, and I think it's very important. It's awesome. It's really awesome. And ... next text below it. It's awesome.
And it's awesome. Well, I'm glad that Fazoom likes it.
Yeah. So
It's got the check of approval.
Yes. So of course it's space. So Fazoom loves it. But there's I think another reason why he loves it so much. And let's get right into it. Should I wait for him?
Just go. Who knows what it is?
Well, actually, we can, while we wait for him, guys, go check out our merch store.
Oh,
we have it
yeah.
down in the link below. We got shirts there. We got hats. We've actually been coming up with some ideas for some new merch, which will be dropping soon, hopefully, once we, finish out the ideas for it.
I don't know about soon, but eventually.
No, we're going to drop them eventually. We're going to be dropping some new stuff out there. And I think, did you put our beacons down there this time?
Yep, it's down there. And I made sure that the link for the merch store was right.
Yes. So go check that out. We got hats, we got mugs, we got shirts. And honestly, I'm gonna be ordering some merch before me and you go out to that thing that's gonna be happening. I don't know if you want to talk about that soon.
Yeah, actually, you want to tell them?
Yeah, let's tell them right now, guys. April 22nd. I think it's 23rd is the first day of it. April 23rd, me and Matt are gonna be going on an adventure. And we're gonna go to Rochester, New York for Brick Universe. And in doing so, we're also gonna hit each other by the end of the weekend. But
let's hope not.
So we're gonna go down together. So if you are near the Rochester area in New York or even in Pennsylvania, I highly recommend coming out to it. I don't think I'll be displaying. I've looked into it, haven't heard back from them. I was gonna be displaying my medieval town, but it doesn't look like it. But we will be there creating content, whole weekend hanging out together, and having an absolute blast.
Making content. It's going to be a great time. If you want to come out and see both of us do a mat dance, we'll see you there.
Exactly. And I think I'm going to try to get some new merch before we go to that. Maybe in some stickers to hand out. I don't know. But
cool.
So check out the merch store and go do all that. We'll hopefully see you guys at the Rochester Convention. All right. Futuron.
Wait, I want to make sure. Zane, are you okay? You're breathing heavy.
No, I'm good. I genuinely left when I was the little window. I was not expecting to come back and be in the big window.
Okay.
I ran. So I'm sorry. I don't mean to run out in the middle of the show. I know it's
No,
kind
you're
of
fine.
unprofessional,
I just want to make sure everything's okay.
No, it is. We have a 3D print business,
Okay.
and I'm the only person who knows how to manage this stuff. And some stuff was going wrong.
Okay.
And it was freaking. I had to go do it.
Everything's okay.
Everything's good now.
All that matters. Okay. Hit it.
All right. Futuron. And as I said, punch it, Chewy. And as I said, Fazoom said, it's awesome. It's really awesome. So let's get right into it. All right. So it's a sub-theme of space, which we kind of already knew. But, if you didn't know, Futuron is a sub-theme of space. Classic space mostly. But went from 1987 to 1990. So we're talking about old fossils here. We're talking about stuff like Zane. So this theme was based around a group of peaceful civilian space explorers. And they competed against Blacktron. So kind of like the main villain of this is Blacktron, which we have actually talked about in another theme. So yeah, there were 17 different sets, which is one of the largest space factions. And a cool, interesting thing about this is that they actually, so classic space had this set of colors, the blue and white, and they actually took that color set and like this kind of is the updated version of classic space. This is classic space. And they took the colors, the costume designs, they took everything and kind of just updated it for Futuron. So let's get right into these sets. All right. So first, we got a bunch of the smaller ones here, and as you can see, like already, you can see where they updated. They got the blue visors on. Like you can see the zipper now. Like it used to be like a solid yellow, and now you can see the zipper. Same thing. Yes.
So when it says Legoland, is it only available at Legoland?
Mm-mm.
So a lot of sets back in the day had that on it. It wasn't a Legoland exclusive. I don't, Matt, have you ever looked into this too heavily? I haven't done too much.
No, I didn't. I know that. So I have some old vintage sets as well. But just back in the day, it was almost like that was their separate brand name. It was like Lego and Legoland are making. That's what I can think of it as, I suppose. And maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah.
But
maybe it was advertising for Legoland. Like they really wanted to like get people to go to Legoland. So if you, I don't know, I want to, maybe that's something I'll do research for.
They were losing money for a while there at Legoland. Like it wasn't doing very good. So maybe you're right. Maybe this is their marketing thing to be like, come, bring them back, do all that stuff.
I just think of it as the same company, I suppose. And that's like they have their branding on the same package.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
So yeah, that's we got a little hovercraft right there. We got our four-legged, four walker, and we got a little cool robot, which I think is honestly really cool. And again, this was 1987 to 1990. This is that throwback look. And a lot of these sets, I kind of, as we just start looking through them here, there is this feel that kind of like, hey, create a space stuff out of the parts you have. And that's kind of what these sets feel like. It's kind of almost like bin sets, or some kid just like put them together. But also at the time, this was brand new. Like this, making sets like this was newer. So you gotta keep that in the back of your head there.
True. I'm just looking. These are a lot of small sets, though.
Yes, we're getting to the big ones still. So yeah, you got your spaceship. And of course, you got this. Actually, I think this is a newer style of mech that they did. It's honestly not too bad compared to some of the other stuff we've seen.
It's a cool piece.
It is cool.
Yeah.
You're cool. What?
We got this one here.
What?
Honestly, like my thing is like I'm not a huge fan of how these sets kind of look in some of the ways. Like some of the spaceships, as I said, they kind of just feel like
Ben's
thrown together.
Yeah. Which I do
really
get.
does.
It's the time period. I do get it's the time period. But
well, but they've done better stuff with the time period. Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, man. I apologize.
No.
They have other classic space sets that I feel like they did a better job. Like, what the heck is that? I mean, I like the cool clear piece on top, but even with that, that's something I would make as an 8-year-old because I have an airplane or something, and I just had some leftover wings, so I put them on there backwards and some wheels. It doesn't feel like a complete vehicle. Like that one's a little bit more cool.
Yeah.
I'm not sold on it necessarily.
I'm not really, honestly. This one's cooler. I do have to say that. I do like that.
Did Fazoom say why he liked it? He didn't.
Nope. He just said it's awesome. I asked him.
Maybe it is that nostalgia feel. Maybe it's like when they say, "Hey, we need some space stuff," and someone had to sit in their office and put some space stuff together.
That's
Bam.
kind of cool.
This
it
just
doesn't look
feels like a
finished,
lot of the
though.
other ones we've seen, though, where it's like you always got to have that base.
Yeah, and well, okay. So the top part where it's that clear blue plastic stuff, it's just one arch. Like it's not even like a full dome. If it was a full dome, I'd be like, "Wow, that's really cool. That's a really unique piece." Whereas this is just simple. Well,
That is the
I like
cool
that.
part.
That's
This
cool.
is what people like about this theme is
The
you got
monorail.
the monorail sets. So
That's the coolest part about it, I think.
Yeah.
this one's really cool too.
How much was that one? Do we know? Is the track sold separate?
I think not.
It would be weird if it was. Like maybe they had
I
like
think
a
this one
small.
I think this one comes with the hill pieces and this one doesn't. This one's just your basic track.
So you can get like more track. You can get like a circle track if you wanted to.
Yes, it's like when you buy a train set. It comes with some track, but then there's also like more track.
Could you? Well, are these motorized? If I might ask.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And it's actually discontinued. So monorail was something that I've talked to some of the guys about this. It was set up, and then what happened was this was made by a different company. A different company produced this for them, the monorail parts. And then later on, I guess Lego stopped connection with that company or something. So they just stopped making monorail. And it's been a huge thing because people love monorail, especially the space fans. And it's so hard to get it.
Yeah, Brick Slopes here. Someone did a huge mock of like kind of like a moon base type thing, and they had this whole like a monorail system going up and in through a parking garage around this entire base and like different stations and stuff. Like they had to have bought a bunch of these to make this huge.
And they're really expensive.
table. Yeah.
And I know lugs will go to work together to build up a pack of it. And like, or someone's job is like they'll source money into someone who just gets monorail and like keeps the monorail good. Like,
yeah. Well, it's hard to find it in good condition too, because a lot of it has been played with back from the olden days when this first came out, and you know it doesn't run like it's just produced today.
I do have to point something out here on the monorail. It looks like we have some full distance pieces, but then we also have double stacked smaller ones. Is that just for like building capabilities, or is it because they just wanted to go cheap and they're like, we already have these made, we're just going to use them? And...
I'm assuming building capabilities because I know there are monorail tracks that go up and down. So
flexible
like
though.
Like no, this one's like a hill part.
Yeah.
So record this one was 155 original price in the looks of it.
Ooh, that's probably a lot nowadays.
This one was 34 original. But this one also came with the specialized monorail motor.
Yeah.
And track and all the other parts. Like it came with
little station.
731 parts.
Wow. Did Lego Towns or another like city like theme have monorail at some point as well?
I don't think
I could be wrong.
They've had trains, but I don't think they had a monorail.
One
like
second.
I'm just trying to figure out if it was only Space that had it.
I don't know.
I know Blacktron had one.
Did they?
I think so.
I just don't know about City though. Well, actually, maybe they've got like the newer bullet train type thing.
I'm quickly looking here.
Go for it. Well, while you're doing that, let me just for a second.
There's 5 sets. It looks like that come with it, and one of them is called Airport Transport.
Okay. Yeah.
Dude literally just said that to the airport set.
Yeah.
Monorail transport system, monorail transport base, monorail accessory pack, a track, monorail accessory track. Yeah. So there is a couple.
So just to be fair, this is not the only thing that the monorail has come in. So that's where my head is as well. Like, yes, that's awesome. And it's awesome that it came with this space stuff, but it's not the only.
Yes. No, I know for that. We got on that tangent.
Oh, yeah. I just wanted to, as I'm making my thoughts for how I would like to rate this, I wanted to make that apparent.
All right, I'm going to say this. I went into this with kind of high hopes. I didn't really look too closely at the sets because I'm not a fan.
Me either.
Wait, does that have a lighting kit in it?
I was about to say,
some of the classic space one does too. Yeah.
Well,
So-
even with that, there's some nostalgia that comes from other themes we've done, some older themes. It doesn't even matter if it's classic or not classic. This is one of the classics that I just don't get that nostalgia feel. I get the like you said, Brad, like the kids, like the Ben, like this is just extra. Like my spaceship that I made is a Ben spaceship, and it's better than these.
Well,
I mean, yes, I know they're working with certain parts back in the day, but I still feel like with those parts they could have done more.
even like I went over to my shelf and I got these from a haul. I don't know how well you can see this stuff,
Mhm.
but like this is classic. I think this might be either the first Space Gen or the second. And these are all, they feel bin like to me, but there's something about them. The designs, I don't know what it is. They're quirky, but they feel complete.
Yeah,
And they're very basic. Here's a little rover. Whereas these just feel like these don't feel designed, I suppose.
slapped together.
Yeah, these feel like this feels like a set
Yeah.
with the
Yeah.
rocket and everything and a little
You're transporting it, and
a little radar dish on the front. Yeah, it comes with a couple figures.
Yeah.
And this is the difference between this is from
That
the
is
second generation.
that
Like
is a
this is really cool. Whereas what you're showing on the screen to me just doesn't feel like, it feels custom. It feels like a mock instead of a Lego designed set.
yeah.
Do you know what also this tells me? Like just I'm looking at these. No matter what you do, you can't make a bad castle set, but when you do space, you can very easily make a bad space set. My thing I do like, okay, like there's this set that I like. There's the last couple with the monorail, of course. That one's not half bad.
I remember when we had Fazoom on. Brad, I know you were there. I know Zane, I'm sorry you weren't around for that show, but I remember him talking about the different factions, and you had the 3 different groups, and he was relating them to countries, wasn't he, Brad?
Yeah, well, some of them. Yeah, I can't remember what he said about this one, but I
get
so
American vibes because it's red,
Yeah.
white, and blue. I don't know if that's supposed to be like.
well, there's yellow minifigures too. I think
the
so.
ships.
They yeah. So my thing, I know why people like this is they took the classic space figures and kind of updated them, and then
Yeah.
on top of that, this is the faction that goes against Blacktron. They're very like bright, and that's I think. Spytron was Russia. Blacktron, I can't remember what it was. But yeah, they're like those technology groups, and they're going against each other. So I get, you want the different factions. I can rate these right now, honestly.
Let's do it. Let's pull up the tier list.
See, the thing is, to me too, like they also changed the helmets, and I don't like that they changed that. Like, and maybe that's just nostalgia for me, but like it's cool to have the visors, but there's something about this that's just like, yeah, it's
It
classic
doesn't have a
Lego.
visor. Like this, I don't know. It feels
Also-
like that awkward teenage stage where someone's starting to hit puberty, where it's like between
Right.
really cool and like really cute, young. You know what I mean? Like there's
But,
Right.
yeah.
like Matt right in the middle, weird thing.
You know what it is? You know what it is? It hit me. I'm sorry. I don't mean to cut you off.
Yeah.
These feel like space. Right? These feel like a real spaceship. This looks like a real spaceship.
Yeah.
These look too fantastical.
I can agree.
Yep.
Like even this one, they just took that giant glass piece that they had from the other. I don't know. Yeah, I'm really like, I'm
Coming
really
down
not
on it.
happy with these. Honestly, like, I didn't think I'd say that about a lot of classic themes.
I
like
don't think it's bad. It's not. It doesn't excite
Alright.
me.
Before I throw it this year, I haven't gotten them all back on. I have started throwing some back on. I did a couple more recent ones. So we do have a lot of the tier list, like some stuff on there, and I do have a tier list pulled up.
And we have classic space up there.
Yes, I made sure we grabbed that. So I should have thrown on Blacktron.
We're redoing the tier list because we ran out of room. and we wanted to
No,
make it look a little
it's tier. It wasn't even that. It's the website crashed on me and deleted.
But we have
This is what we did have.
Okay.
So-
okay.
Blacktron was a C. Spytron was a B. Both black. So one of the Blacktrons was a B, and one of the Spytrons was a B, and then it was Blacktron was a C. Classic Space, original Classic Space was an S.
Yeah.
I'm thinking. I don't mean to be that guy, but I'm thinking like D,
Yeah,
like lower. I don't want to give it.
E.
I do too, but I feel like it.
it's D to me.
I feel like E is too low. Like if there was a
Yeah.
category, but like a D minus,
It's D.
I
D?
feel like, yeah, I'm down with the D.
Yeah, I would agree. It's not. It doesn't.
No.
I like the monorail stuff, and in a way that like almost says C to me, and I could even say C.
No, because we said it wasn't. If monorail
It's
just
not
came in
exclusive
best,
to
I
it.
would boost it up. I'd boost it up easily. But at the same time, to me,
It feels
I
lazy.
get that it was an older theme too. But we've looked at the other ones, and even Classic Space, one older than this, was better than it.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, there's things that are much older. The classic, Castle or Vikings or all that stuff. I mean, there's a lot that were around the same time period that they actually put a lot of effort into.
Vikings was a lot later on, but yes.
Was it later on? Well, I mean, just
It was like-
anyways,
it was
the
like
nostalgia
almost
behind
20
sets.
20. It was almost 25 years later.
Wait, what
Oh no,
was
I'm sorry, 15. Sorry,
because
for
this was
Vikings.
80s to 90s, right?
This was 1990 was when this ended. Yes.
1990s. So it feels lackluster. It feels half done. All the spaceships, all the locations, all the stuff is just missing, like parts of the vehicle, like sidewalls and every so much. The rounder rail makes it a better set theme for me, but like you said, it's not unique. It's not the only set that has it. So that drops it back down.
Yeah.
And I do have to say, even me, who's like, I don't mind if there's a little gap on a spaceship, as long as it looks good.
Yeah.
It just didn't look good. I'm sorry for Zoom.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
It's not that awesome.
Please come back and watch our show again.
Please tell us why you like it.
Yes.
Maybe we'll understand it because I want to understand why you like
Maybe
it. so
maybe
much.
gotta have Fazoom send us a video for the next show about why he likes
Oh,
it.
maybe.
Pull it up. Yep.
It's not for me for sure.
No.
No.
And I didn't think I was gonna go in and say that. I was like, oh yeah, maybe it's gonna be like a C or something. But I was like,
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I'm just not happy with it. I'm not.
All right. Well, I think that wraps it up.
Yep. Brad?
Yeah. Yeah. So let's take this out. I'm gonna try something new for the first time here. Get us a little outro music going. All right.
If it
Thank
plays.
you guys so much. I think it did. Thank you so much for joining us, guys. It was a blast to have you all here. Really great discussions. Really hope to see you guys on the next week's show. Again, we are moving around times. We are changing that. We are checking it out. We'll see how that goes, but we'll let you guys know on the Discord, Instagram. Go drop that out. Go check that out with the links down below. Our beacon is there. You can click on it. You can see all of our content. You can see all of our stuff. So go check that out. If you want to be part of the community, if you want to be a Stud Buds fan, member, we need a name for the Stud Buds fans. Like,
You want to be a fellow bud.
Our stud buddies. They're our stud buddies.
all right. Well, if you want to check all that out, I said go check it out. And if you want to watch some merch, we got some really sick looking merch down there. It's honestly really good, really comfy. I wear my shirt all the time. I need to get some new ones because I wear it all the time. So, and then on top of that, as I said, checking us all out. Go check out Matt. As I said, go to Beacon. Our Beacon has everything. It has Matt, it has Zink. It's my Beacon in it. I recently updated my Beacon, so it's good. So yeah, have a great rest of your day, and hope you see you guys on the next show. Bye.